Welcome to Knowledge Hub, where curiosity meets discovery. Dive into a world of fascinating facts, mind-blowing science, and the secrets behind everyday wonders. Get ready to expand your mind and explore topics that spark your imagination. Let's unlock the knowledge together. I never thought I'd find myself in a place like this. Just a few weeks ago, I was drowning in debt, desperate enough to steal my own mother's ATM card. I thought I could turn my luck around with a little gamble, but winning that horse race was just the beginning of my downfall. I thought I could pay off my debts, but instead, I only dug myself deeper. The loan sharks came knocking, and their threats were as real as the blood pumping through my veins. Then everything spiraled out of control. I found myself in this twisted game, surrounded by 456 other players, all of us desperate for the same thing. A massive cash prize that could change our lives. But the stakes? They're life or death. I've seen people I once knew, like Sangwoo, my old classmate, and Epilogue, the girl who once stole from me. It's surreal to see familiar faces in a place like this, where trust is a luxury we can't afford. Each challenge we face is more brutal than the last. The tension is palpable, and the fear is suffocating. You can feel it in the air, thick and heavy, as alliances form and break in the blink of an eye. One moment, you're working together, and the next, you're staring down the barrel of betrayal. I've had to make choices I never thought I'd have to make, weighing my survival against the lives of others. It's a moral quagmire, and every decision feels like a step closer to losing my humanity. But it's not just the games that are terrifying. I've learned about the dark underbelly of this competition. Organ trafficking, a sinister reality lurking behind the prize money. The desperation of the players makes them easy targets, and I can't help but wonder how far I'd go to survive. Would I sacrifice someone else for my own chance at freedom? It's a question that haunts me, gnawing at my conscience. As the challenges continue, I realize that this isn't just about the money anymore. It's about survival, about reclaiming my life from the depths of despair. I've lost so much already, but I refuse to lose myself. I have to keep fighting, not just for the cash prize, but for the chance to start over, to escape the cycle of poverty and desperation that has trapped me for so long. Every game is a test of will, a battle against not just the other players, but against my own fears and doubts. I can't let the darkness consume me. I have to stay focused, keep my head in the game, and remember why I'm here. I'm not just a player, I'm a survivor. And I'll do whatever it takes to make it out alive.
I never thought I'd find myself in a place like this, where life and death hang in the balance over a game. After that first round, when the players voted to leave, I felt a flicker of hope. But desperation has a way of pulling you back in, doesn't it? I watched as faces turned from relief to dread, knowing that outside these walls, the weight of debt and despair was waiting. I can't blame them for returning. I'm here for my daughter. Every decision I make, every risk I take, it's all for her. The cycle of debt is relentless, and the stakes are higher than I ever imagined. With each challenge we face, the tension builds. Betrayals lurk around every corner, and trust is a luxury we can't afford. Then there's the tug of war. It sounds simple, but it's a battle of wills, strength, and strategy. We've formed a team, a ragtag group of men who've all got something to prove. Sangwoo, with a sharp mind, and Epilogue's friend, who brings a fierce determination. We're not just fighting for survival, we're fighting for each other. Player 1, the old man, has been a beacon of wisdom amidst the chaos. He shares stories of his past, lessons learned through years of hardship. His experience gives us an edge, a glimpse into the tactics that could lead us to victory. It's not just about brute strength. It's about unity and understanding our opponents. As we prepare for the match, I can feel the weight of my choices. Each pull of the rope will echo the desperation that brought us here. But I can't let fear dictate my actions. I have to channel that fear into something powerful. For my daughter, I will fight with everything I have. The opposing team looks fierce, but we have something they don't, a reason to win. We're not just players. We're fathers, brothers, and friends. We're fighting for our lives, and that makes us dangerous. When the whistle blows, it's more than just a game. It's a test of our resolve, our strength, and our will to survive. I gripped the rope tightly, feeling the sweat on my brow, the adrenaline coursing through my veins. This is it. This is our moment. We're not just pulling against the other team. We're pulling against the weight of our past, the chains of our debts, and the fear of what lies ahead. With every ounce of strength, I pull, and I know we're in this together. We will fight, we will endure, and we will win. For ourselves, for each other, and for those we love. Winning felt like a fleeting moment of joy, but the lights went out, plunging us into darkness. It was a stark reminder that this game never truly ends. As we prepared for the next challenge, I couldn't shake the feeling that something sinister was brewing. I overheard whispers about a doctor and guards involved in organ harvesting. It was chilling to think that while we fought for our lives, others were fighting for something far more grotesque. Then came the marble game, a test of strategy and trust. We had to choose partners, and I felt the weight of that decision. Each marble represented not just a chance at survival, but the fragility of alliances. Song and I paired up, and I thought we had a solid plan. But as the game progressed, I began to notice something unsettling. Sang-woo, my childhood friend, was playing dirty. He cheated to win, and it made me question everything I thought I knew about him. Meanwhile, Player 1, the innocent soul who had become a beacon of hope for many of us, was struggling. I couldn't let him face this alone. I decided to assist him, believing that kindness could still prevail in this twisted game. But as the rounds went on, the truth began to unravel. Player 1 caught on to Song's deceit, and the look in his eyes was a mix of betrayal and heartbreak. Then there was Si-byok, who had her own battles to fight. Her friend was eliminated, and it hit hard. The connection to Jang was evident, and the stakes were rising. Each loss felt personal, a reminder of what we stood to lose. As the VIPs arrived, their presence added a layer of grotesque entertainment to our suffering. They watched us like we were mere puppets in their twisted show. The next challenge loomed ahead, crossing a bridge made of tempered and ordinary glass. The stakes couldn't be higher. One misstep, and it would all be over. I stood there, heart racing, weighing my options. The fear of falling through the glass was palpable, but the fear of losing my humanity was even greater. It was a game of survival, but at what cost? Each step forward felt like a dance with death, and I had to decide whether to trust my instincts or the people around me. In this game, every choice mattered, and the consequences were as sharp as the glass beneath my feet. I can still hear the chaos echoing in my mind. The moment Sang-woo pushed that player, igniting a fight that spiraled out of control. Injuries, panic, and desperation filled the air. It was a brutal reminder of what we were all fighting for, but it also revealed the darkness lurking within us. Then there was the officer, disguised as a servant, trying to bring some semblance of order. He confronted the frontman, but it all ended in a flash, gunfire, a life extinguished in an instant. It was a harsh lesson. Trust no one, not even those who seem to wear the same mask of desperation as you. As we faced the final game, Squid Game, I felt the weight of my choices pressing down on me. Sang-woo and I had been through so much together, but when it came down to it, he made the ultimate sacrifice. I can still see his face, a mix of determination and resignation, as he pushed me to victory. I won, but at what cost? The money was mine, but it felt like a hollow victory when I learned my mother had passed away. A year later, I found myself spiraling into addiction, drowning in the guilt and pain of it all. That's when I uncovered the truth. The old man, the one who seemed so frail and innocent, was the mastermind behind the games. He orchestrated everything, pulling the strings from the shadows. And as he lay dying, he claimed the money belonged to him. It was infuriating, a cruel twist of fate that left me reeling. Now, I'm left with the responsibility of taking care of Si-byok's brother, a reminder of the lives we lost and the innocence that was shattered. But I can't escape the feeling that I'm still being hunted. That same mysterious figure from the beginning is still out there, lurking in the shadows, watching my every move. Every day is a struggle, a battle against my demons and the ghosts of the past. I thought I could find peace, But the warning I received to escape was a stark reminder that the game isn't over. It never really ends, does it? The stakes are higher than ever, and I can't shake the feeling that I'm still just a pawn in someone else's twisted game.
If you enjoy what you see, hit that subscribe button and join our community. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Your support means the world and helps us create even more amazing content for you.